Miss Zoe, I've made up my mind. I'd like to be promoted to captain and fly a new route.
Are you serious? I've been waiting 3 years for you to say that. You've been Hector's co-pilot for 5 years. Now you're finally willing to get off his crew and stop being his sidekick.
The C919 and T-028 routes will never cross, meaning Rosie and Hector will rarely see each other again. Rosie confirms her choice, ready to report to Rotherham Airport for her first C919 flight. Rosie remembers Hector as 5-year courtship and his promises of lifelong love. Hector brings Rosie porridge, a small gesture of care, in their secret life together. Hector declares his love, swearing to treat her well for life, unaware of her inner turmoil. Rosie learns her heart has been given to someone else, Hector's return to Lorna. Rosie discovers she's pregnant, but the child has developmental issues, and Hector suggests she talk to her lover. Rosie calls Hector with news, but he's already with Lorna in Suite 805. Colleagues express jealousy and congratulations as Hector and Lorna share a romantic moment.
You've been waiting for you for 5 years and you're finally back.
This Cartier bracelet symbolizes eternity. Is this really for me?
You deserve the best thing.
Rosie imagines a family with Hector, but now she must face losing him and their unborn child. Rosie recalls her dream of a family with Hector, now shattered by his betrayal. Rosie decides to end the relationship, filling out a release form for her next flight.
Rosie, what are you doing?
I'm filling out a release form for the next flight.
Rosie questions Hector, asking why he wants her to give up flying for a man who lies to her. Rosie realizes Hector lied about preparing for their anniversary, revealing his deception. Rosie confronts Hector, asking if he gave her the same gift he gave Lorna.
You something better. Rosie, this must be your 5th anniversary present to me, right?
Yes.
Of course I'll wait until that day to open the surprise you've prepared for me.
Hector tells Rosie he wants to have a child with her, promising a future of love. Rosie mentions her 18-year-old wish to see orchids at Lover's Lake, hoping Hector will make it happen. Hector says he can't go today, as he's leading a training session, disappointing Rosie.
Wait for me, I'll be right there.
But the orchids will fade next week, and I won't want to see them anymore.
Rosie submits her promotion paperwork, marking a formal break from her past with Hector.
Next day. Guess you've really made up your mind. Good. You'll report for duty after your last flight on route T028. Congratulations, Rosie. You'll be the first female captain of the C919.
Rosie will be the first female captain of the C919, a milestone she's worked for 5 years to achieve. Rosie remembers Hector saying she's always been his favorite, but now she knows she was just a stand-in for Lorna. Hector renews his vows to Lorna, swearing to treat her well for life, mirroring his words to Rosie.
Fine. Then keep your word or I'll disappear from your world.
I won't let it happen!
Even as co-pilot, Rosie will always be the boss of T-028, a title Hector can take away. Rosie acknowledges her role as the boss of T-028, even if she's just a co-pilot. Rosie holds rubbish, symbolizing what's left of her relationship with Hector. Rosie's captain's uniform is dirty, and the photos on the wall have fallen, symbolizing broken memories. Rosie can't hang the photos back up because the nails are loose, and their relationship can't return. Rosie tells Hector she'll hang the photos back up when she's spare. A metaphor for moving on. 5 years later, Rosie reflects on how their story has come full circle, a tale of fate. Rosie recalls Captain Shaw as romantic fireworks for Miss Tate, now being repeated for Lorna. Rosie questions the voice she heard, wondering if Hector moaned like that with Lorna too.
Did I say something wrong? Why is Rosie reacting like that?
Miss Tate, you don't need to worry about her. She's always been in.
Colleagues tell Hector to ignore Rosie, who's seen as weird and arrogant. Rosie asks Hector if Lorna is his new colleague or old flame, challenging his denial. Hector tells Rosie to go ahead with her new colleague, ignoring her 5 years of loyalty. Rosie packs her things, preparing to leave Hector's life forever. Hector tells Rosie that today S-star is Lorna, justifying his public devotion to her.
Look, our anniversary is in a few days. I'll take you to see the fireworks on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
This is Rosie's last flight on T-028, marking the end of her time with Hector. Rosie realizes she's just a secret lover in Hector's mind, not the woman he truly loves. Rosie tells Hector she should talk to him about breaking up with her, but it's too late. Hector tells Rosie he'll show her who is more important to him. One day,
This is the last time I take this seat as your co-pilot. In the future, I'll take my plane and crew up and down safely with my hand on the stick. Captain Shaw.
Watch out!
Rosie asks if Hector is okay, her voice steady despite the pain.
She actually doesn't remember me.
Why wasn't the compartment door secured? Didn't you do a pre-flight check?
Rosie warns Hector that, at 30,000 meters, even a slide can be mistaken for danger. Rosie senses something wrong with the cockpit, her instincts alert. Rosie tells Hector it's time to break the last link between them 2 days before she leaves. Hector notices Rosie is to the co-pilot, wondering why she's absent.
Rosie, you promised me we'd fly together for the rest of our lives. You can't go back on your words.
Hector, you told me not to lie to you, but I've been living your lies for the past 5 years.
Hector promises to return on New Year's Eve, offering a chance for reconciliation.
Go on, take a shower. It's getting late.
Okay.
Wait. Hector, I've waited the 5 years. I've been with you. From now on, I won't wait any longer.
Rosie tells Hector that New Year's Eve will be their last meeting. Rosie lights the fireworks, declaring they are all hers, not to be shared. Rosie tells Hector she'll wait for him until midnight, but she knows he won't come. Rosie reflects on the fireworks that once brought them together, now extinguished. Rosie and Hector can't even say goodbye with dignity, their relationship ending in silence. Rosie is welcomed as Captain Stone, the first female captain of the C-919.
Hector, when are we getting married?
Hector tells Lorna he has her, not Rosie, and refuses to be naive about his feelings. Hector tells Rosie he still wants to have a child with her, promising a future together. Rosie calls Hector, but he doesn't answer, and she reveals she's pregnant with his baby. Rosie asks Hector to stay with her for 2 more days before she aborts the baby. The C-919 is cleared for takeoff, and Captain Stone begins her maiden flight into the wide sky. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below.